Hello guys and welcome back to Wheels Maniac, and today we are here at Speed Automotives reviewing the all new Skoda Slavia with us, and we will find out that this new car, which is made for the Indian car market, does have the Skoda charm in it or not, and is it worthy of defeating its chief rival in the segment, which are the Verna and the City. So let's get ahead with the video and find out all of these. So guys, let's begin with the review of the car. And so here's the key of the car, like it's same as that of which we get in the Kushaq, and but the design of the car looks very nice and very elegant, and the paint scheme also looks phenomenal indeed. Like this dark color looks very nice, and these are the light of the car. But before that, let's check out the engine bay of the car. So let me figure out. So yeah, that's how we open. So it's quite a heavy engine bay, and this is the layout of the engine bay. It's quite neatly done, and it doesn't get any insulation. Yeah, of course, TSI engines are extremely refined, and this car comes in 2-engine configuration, which is the 1 liter TSI and the 1.5 liter TSI, and we will discuss about that in the upcoming part of the vlog. And at the front, the design language is same as that of other Skoda car, like that of Kushaq. Same the grille at the front, and these lights looks very nice indeed. Like these are LED units. These are not LED, all LED, because the indicators are halogen over here, and this is the DRL. This is for the upper and the dipper light, and over here gets a chrome line which looks quite nice, but the fog lamps gets a halogen in it, which is a bit of cost cutting. Yeah. And overall the front bumper looks quite nice, like it gets a spitter sort of treatment at the front over there, and the bonnets also gets quite a bit of crease on it, so look gives a better look to the car. And in comparison to the predecessor of this car, which was the Skoda Rapid, it's bigger in every segment. Like there's the Rapid coming over there, and this car is of course bigger in height, length, width and everything. And if we come to the side, the tires look a bit small, but they give a phenomenal ride quality to the car. And the wheel design is also quite nice, like it gets a elegant sort of look which Skoda likes to offer in its car. And the tire size is 205 55 16 inch, and of course it looks quite nice. These are C8 tires. And on the side over here, it's the Skoda badging, same as that of Kushaq. Like of course they share the platform, which is the MQB0IN platform, some sort of that. I don't remember the exact name. And over here the outside rear view mirror, and the indicators on it, a chrome stripe on the window lip, and over here it gets the chrome door handles, and it gets request sensor on both the sides, which Hyundai doesn't offer, but Skoda has gone ahead and offered request sensor on both the doors. And at the back also same, and you can see the creases over here looks quite nice and gives car a very elegant and very macho look. And from the back, I just love this light. These lights look phenomenal indeed. Like over here, this is for the indicator, this is for the reverse lamp. Of course they both are halogen. This says Slavia and Skoda badging over here, like Skoda is doing in this latest cars, like writing their name. And from the rear also the car looks quite nice, and down over there it gets reflectors, a chrome line and some black treatment done to reduce the visual bulk, I guess. And down here is the exhaust of the car. And let's open the boot. So opening the boot is quite easy, like you just press a button and the boot opens completely. And surprisingly, this is the biggest boot in the segment. Like its capacity is nearly 521 liters, which makes it the biggest in the segment. And it's quite nice also. Like let's check out the spare wheel, and spare wheel is also of the same size and gets all the tools over there. But of course that's a steel wheel. And over here is the reverse camera of the car, and it gets 3 reverse parking sensor. Yeah, only 3 reverse parking sensor. That's a bit of cost cutting, I guess. And over here is the high mount stop lung of the car, and it gets a shark fin antenna which is finished in gloss blacks and in every color that comes in gloss black only, so that it gives a sporty look to the car. So let's open the rear door of the car, and over here the plastic used on the door are not Skoda levels. Yeah, they have used a bit of cheap plastic for the Indian car market, of course, for cost cutting. That was quite obvious. And over here they give a different treatment. If they would have written Skoda or Slavia on it, that would look quite much better. And these are the rear seat of the car. It gets a 40-60 split, like this is the 40 split, and of course it gets isofix child seat mounts over here. It also comes with the center armrest, which gets twin cup holders. And let me sit inside and show you some more thing. Like at the back also it gets tweeters over here. That's a quite nice. And it also gets that, like in the previous like in the Vento it comes a boss mode sort of treatment, which like you can move the seat from here only, but they haven't offered in this yet. And it gets magazine holder as well as smartphone holder, and same is the case over here, magazine holder as well as a smartphone holder. And over here twin AC vents and twin USB-C charging sockets, so you have to buy new cables, but if you are having latest phone, so you must be having the USB Type-C cables. And over here is the handle to hook onto, and hook lights over here, like it gets white lights over here as well. And the seats are quite nice. Yeah, the headroom is a bit like on the lower side, but that's adequate. And the leg room and under thigh support is surprisingly very nice in this car. And yeah, the window lip is also a bit on the higher side, but that's not a big issue. And the seat recline angle and everything is just nice in this car. And it gets 3 headrest at the back over here, so 3 people can sit quite a bit comfortably. And the hump is also very minor, so that wouldn't be an issue as such. So overall the rear seat experience is also phenomenal. And that's the dashboard of the car. Looks quite a bit like of that of Kushaq, but it gets some more features and more tech in it. So let's get to the front seat and check what all it's got. And it gets like chrome door handles over here, and this car must getting a good NCAP scoring because it has 6 airbags in it. So having 6 airbags is quite a nice thing. And this is the Skoda Kushaq standing over here, which is the sole car for Skoda in India right now, the most selling Skoda car in India right now. And this is the driver's door. It gets window control over here, outside rear view mirror over here, and it gets only the driver side window gets 1 touch up and down, other all windows are manual. So of course making for Indian car market cost cutting. So, and over here the round AC vent gets a golden treatment in it, and these switches are for the lights. Of course it gets automatic headlights, and there are the pedals, like it's a manual one. And there's the dead pedal over here, proper dead pedal they have given. And it also gets some storage space over here with card holder, so that's quite nice, and it's quite smooth also. And the engine start stop button is placed over here, which is a typical Skoda stuff. So let's get in. And it also says Skoda over here, which is quite nice. It says Skoda over here, and I guess can check that out from here as well. That's quite nice. So let's close the door and close it with proper third. And overall the front seat also feels quite nice, and the steering is of course carried out from the Kushaq, as well as the new Kodiaq gets this type of steering wheel, and all the new Skoda cars are getting this type of steering wheel in them. I personally don't like the 2-spoke steering wheel. Yeah, 3-spoke feels much better, I guess, personally for me. And the steering wheel is extremely light, like it's Hyundai level light steering wheel, but I guess it must be a very good performer in high speed and as well as on road. And a very disappointing part of this car is the horn. Like it's extremely meek and doesn't like come to the level of a Skoda car. Like a Skoda car of course should get a better horn in it. And let's start with the steering wheel. So over here these are the control for the infotainment system of the car, and these are the control for the instrument cluster. So it gets a digital instrument cluster, which also come in the Taycan but hasn't come to the Kushaq yet, but it will soon come to the Kushaq. And yeah, it's quite a nice unit. It show a ton of information in it. Like you don't have to go to the infotainment system, you will get all the information over here only. So it's a phenomenal unit. and you can check a lot of things. Let me close this. Like, it gets 3 different displays. This was the tachometer, this was the only speed. We show you different information. On the both side you can change the information you want, and this is the only speedometer one. So of course it's a phenomenal unit. On over here show the odometer, the range and distance to empty, fuel meter, temperature meter over there. So it's a nice unit. And over here are the headlight control as well as the cruise control systems. And over here are the wiper control of the car. Does it get, yeah, no, it doesn't get automatic wipers in it. And over here is the infotainment system of the car, which is the same as that of Kushaq, and I have explained that. So you can also check out my Kushaq video if you want to. And it's of course it's a quite a nice unit. The only gripe in this unit, it doesn't get any physical control for volume. You have to adjust it like this or from the steering controls. And of course it's a ton of loaded tech in it. Like, it gets Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and both wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. It gets connected car tech, and you can check all the driving data over here. And you can of course download apps in it, which are the Skoda apps. You of course get a Ghana app in it also. So you can of course inbuilt Wi-Fi and many things in it. And from the settings you can check different stuff. You can make different profile for peoples if you want. And this is button over here for the traction control system, so you can turn on and off the ASR system, which is the traction control system of Skoda. And over here the hazard light switch just plays quite nicely indeed. And over here the AC vent gets a different sort of treatment done over here, so that will feel quite nice. And some more treatment over here, but this one will catch dust very frequently and will look bad when it gets dust. And it gets some space over here to keep your idles stick to there. And if we come to the dashboard over here, like, it gets a golden treatment done over there, then some piano black and a ton of hard plastic. But the hard plastic also gets a treatment on it, so it looks quite nice and gives a premium feel to the car. And the AC vents over here are quite slim, and the side AC vents are on circle in shape, and they also get some beautiful treatment done on them. So of course, yeah, they looks quite premium and nice. And on the top over there it gets tweeters which says Skoda sound, so it doesn't get any branded sound system in it, so that wouldn't be quite nice as such. And over here is a sun visor over here with ticket receipt holders, and a sun visor with a mirror over there. And it also gets a receipt holder over here, which is quite nice like this. And over here are the light controls, like this is to turn on all the LED lights, and it turns on the back also. And of course it gets a sunroof in it, and its biggest sibling doesn't get a sunroof, which is standing over there, the Skoda Octavia. It doesn't get a sunroof, but this car gets. So that's what there. So that's it, how much it opens. So let's close it. So it, yeah, of course gives quite a nice feel to the car and gives a nice like ambience in the car. And like I told you, AC controls, and over here some storage space, and gets a wireless charging pad. Like, you have to place your phone like this over here, and it wirelessly charges your phone. And this is the gear lever of the car. This is a 6-speed manual one. And over here this will lock the car. This is for the engine auto start stop. And of course it gets ventilated seats at the front, which the Kushaq doesn't get. And over here are 12-volt charging. No, the Kushaq also gets ventilated seats at the front. I'm sorry for that. The 12-volt charging socket. And this place is to keep the key of the car. And I forgot where I kept the key. Oh, 1 second. Like, you can keep the key like this over here. And over here gets twin cup holders and storage space under the front armrest. And it doesn't get any cooling function over here, but it gets the cooling function in the glove box. Yeah, the glove box has the cooling function in it. And overall, in terms of features and the storage, this is phenomenal. And of course get reach and both rake for the steering wheel adjustment in it. And let's talk about the engine and transmission option. Like, this is the 1-liter manual one, which will be the most selling, I guess. And this also happened in the Kushaq, like the 1-liter manual gearbox so out the most. And it comes in 2 engine option, which is the 1-liter TSI and the 2-liter TSI. The 1-liter TSI gets a 6-speed manual and a 6-speed torque converter gearbox, and a 1.5-liter TSI gets a 6-speed manual and a 7-speed DSG gearbox. Yeah, and the 1.5-liter TSI also gets a also gets a cylinder deactivation technology, like it deactivates two of its cylinder. Of course, a 4-cylinder motor, so it will be deactivating two of its cylinder to conserve fuel. So that's a quite a nice feature in a entry segment car. Like, of course, for a car of this price range, that's a phenomenal feature. And it also gets a auto dimming inside rear view mirror, and you can fold the outside rear view mirror by sitting inside. And overall, it's a very nice and feature loaded car. And in terms of length and the wheelbase, this car has the longest wheelbase in the segment, which is 1 mm more than that of Honda City, and by length it just misses out Honda City. Like, Honda City is the longest car in the segment, and like Honda City also doesn't have a major gap, like it's only a 10 to 20 mm gap. But yeah, this car is phenomenal, and overall everything is quite nice of this car. And of course, Skoda, the driving will be also very good, but not the previous rapid levels, cause it has become more soft, more lenient, and a more comfort oriented car now. So guys, this was Shubhodeep Banerjee's vlog of the Skoda Slavia, and I hope you guys liked the video. So don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's see you guys in another video really soon. Till then, bye and have a nice